Hello to everybody. Um, it's great to meet you online at this conference, and I hope that in the near future we're going to come together and meet face to face. My name is Ferit Kılıçkaya, and I'm currently a visiting scholar at Adam Mickiewicz University in Poznan, in Poland. Let me give you some information about my background. I obtained my BA degree in English language teaching at Boğaziçi University in Istanbul, Turkey. And I got my MA and PhD degrees in the same field, English language teaching at Middle East Technical University, Ankara, Turkey. And my main areas of interests and publications include the beneficial and harmful effects of technology in language teaching and learning practices, in addition to issues of language testing and evaluation, such as peer feedback and online courses. Okay, so let's start with the introduction. As everybody knows now, the abrupt shift from face-to-face instruction in the classroom to digital platforms has brought several issues into the discussion, such as the format of teaching and ways of providing feedback. And feedback, can be provided on learners' competence and performance, either in the written or oral formats. And it's very crucial in any language learning and teaching context. So why it's crucial? Because feedback provided through corrections, comments, and suggestions will help learners determine their strengths and weaknesses and act accordingly to improve their abilities and skills. So therefore, feedback is not just important for the learners, but also it's important for the teachers, because they can decide on which areas they should work more or study more, and they should also determine their strengths. So in this perspective, it's very important. And as a result, of course, providing feedback seems to offer many potentials for teachers and learners. However, in many ways, its promises remain largely unrealized, or better to say, maybe underrealized. Teachers try to make feedback more flexible and affordable for learners during the abrupt shift to online teaching due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And if we consider the current state of providing feedback and the medium of feedback and the quality of feedback, we can say that it's a kind of mixed bag. That is, some feedback might be well organized, and it clearly indicates learners' strengths and weaknesses. But the other types of feedback might be poorly designed, and they might be, as a result, of course, used poorly. So there are several issues. What are these? So we need to consider how feedback is provided, and the channels through which feedback is rendered. And so therefore, the practice, so how feedback is given, appears as the concept. Okay, so after this very short introduction, I want to talk about the aim of my study. Using the autoethnography methodology, the researcher I aimed to present a highly personalized account to describe the insights into the use of video feedback in my online classroom, materials, evaluation, and adaptation in English language teaching. In my class, I provided video feedback to the group work assignments, and I shared my views and opinions through reflexive journals. So in a way, so I can say that I talked to myself. That is why I did that, and what was the main problem, or what are the problems that I faced. So therefore, I can say that. So these are the reflexive journals were a kind of ways talking about my own issues as the instructor or lecturer of this course. And what are what are these reflections and implications while I was providing video feedback to group tasks and assignments? As you see here, the first one, the first issue, if you like, was time, because preparing or creating video feedback required a significant amount of time and effort, and especially this is valid in my case, teaching large classes. What do I mean by teaching large classes? So in my own case, there was about 60 students, and it was a little bit tiring. Why? Because I had to provide feedback using while creating the videos, and it took so much time. And digital literacy. So it's also as the lecturer of that course, I try to give feedback to my students about their performance, about what they did in the assignments or in the projects. But also, it required from the researcher's perspective some kind of digital literacy. That is, I needed to use several tools, to create the videos available on the internet. So, and it also took some of my time while learning about, what is the best way to create those videos. And the other issue was related to the devices that I used. But in my own case, of course, so since this is an autoethnography study, in some other contexts or in some other teaching and learning institutions, so we might have different devices. But depending on the resolution and quality, sometimes it was too difficult to focus on one as one portion, if you like, one section of the assignment. Why? Because I had a kind of different resolution, so different screen size, and it was also difficult to send these related to this resolution and the use of devices, it was also related to sharing videos. While sharing the videos, again, it was difficult to create the video or videos, as well as sharing the videos through email or free cloud-based services. So, what I learned from my own experience while providing feedback. As I said, so this is a very personalized account to describe my own insights into the use of feedback. From the researcher's perspective, the time was a great concern for me. That is, I spent lots of time. Of course, I did not compare and the effects of providing video feedback on learners' performance. I just considered my own perspective as the creator of those videos. As I said, the time was rather problematic for me, and also I needed to update my digital literacy, if you like. So, what are the available resources regarding creating the videos, and how can I, upload these videos, or how can I, decrease the video size, etc. And what are the issues when I, decrease the video size? Because it also cause the it also decrease the video quality, if you like. And there were several other issues, such as sharing these videos. So it was the another concern for me, because on average, so each video for feedback to my students, was about 200 megabytes, and it was not possible to send that video through an email, but I had to use Google Drive or any other cloud-based services, and there are some certain limitations, and etc. And the other thing was, of course, viewing and revising those videos, because if you have a small screen size device, it was rather difficult to create and check those videos. Of course, as I said, I just considered my own perspective, the lecturer's perspective, not just the student's perspective. So maybe as the further research, we need to discuss the impact of different feedback formats on learning and teaching practices, and we might also consider text-based and video-based feedback, and we need to also discuss the minuses and pluses of the providing feedback in different challenges, in different channels. And I didn't, of course, investigate how providing video feedback might affect learners' willingness to revise based on the feedback provided, in addition to their performance and or success. And also, we need to consider the value of video and text-based feedback. And these are the selected references, and thank you so much for listening to me. If you have Any questions, comments, and suggestions, you can reach me at the email as you see on your screen. Thank you so much, and hope to see you face to face.